Welcome. Come in, come in. Don't be shy. I won't bite. I'm so glad to see you. I was worried you wouldn't show up. I know that might seem weird, but we haven't gotten nearly as many responses to our ad as we were expecting. And I was so sure that it would attract customers like flies to honey. I mean, just say it out loud. Hot Yandere singles in your area. Doesn't that just roll off the tongue so nicely? It's music to the ears. I haven't the slightest clue why we weren't getting as many customers. Even many of the ones who actually bothered making appointments with us ended up no-shows. Maybe it's because we asked for credit card information? That does seem a bit sketchy. Oh well, no point in worrying about that now. We finally got our customer. Just let me lock the door over here, and then we can continue our discussion. Oh yeah, you're not leaving. I mean, you know what a yandere is, right? Once I saw one swim in freezing water to chase the boat her ex was on. It's not a pretty sight. I'm pretty sure she broke a few records, though. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make here is that yanderes are crazy, absolutely batshit insane. They're a few fries short of a Happy Meal, a few ants short of a picnic, one banana short of a bunch. Sorry, I love those kinds of phrases. But, where was I? Oh, yeah, the yanderes are crazy. Listen to me. We host yanderes, and we hook them up with people who actually want them. You know, the type of person who would click on a hot yandere singles in your area type of ad. You clicked on it. You gave us your credit card information. Heck, you even gave us your address. Good going there, Einstein. So, logically, you must actually want a yandere. Which is good news for you, because we've got them. But you know what? It's even better news for me, because they want you too, and I'm going to give you to them. Because if I don't, they will murder the ever-living shit out of me and anyone I've ever talked to or made relationships with. Which now includes you, I might add. So yeah, I know I might seem like some sort of evil mastermind here, but believe me, I'm not. I'm just another cog in the machine. The way this works is that I get people who actually want yanderes here. I hook them up with one of those said yanderes. Having more than one is a bad idea, obviously. Knives are bad for lives. Then the happy couple, or maybe not so happy, but what do I care? But the couple backs off to the middle of I don't care where, and I keep my insides on the inside. Also, I'm getting paid. But the yanderes are only placated and not stabby if they believe that there's a steady stream of yandere lovers coming and they get their happy ending eventually. So, you best believe I'm keeping that dream alive because my life depends on it. Also, my livelihood. But that's less important. So, let me tell you how this is going to go. I'm going to give you some files, some photos, some letters, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to tell you about some of the girls we have here. And you're going to pick one, whether you like it or not. And then, after that, she's your problem. Enjoy your happily married life or whatever. Not sure if they'll settle for marriage, actually. Might be a downgrade compared to whatever type of union they want. Anyway, let's see what we have here. I should start with the ones most likely to murder me. Rose, no, she's like a 2 on the yandere scale. 3 at most. What about Veronica? I don't think she's ever committed a murder, so that means she's at 6 at most. Well, never committed murder that we know of. How about Samantha? She did leave that knife on my bedside table to warn me to hurry up. But then again, they all kind of do stuff like that, don't they? Maybe I should just roll some dice. Okay, you know what? Forget it. Let's just go alphabetically. Okay, so here's the first girl. There's a description from us, a picture of a letter, and the letter's not very coherent though, so I don't know how useful it'll be. Oh well, at least you can see they have pretty handwriting. And like my hideous excuse for handwriting, I'm actually a bit jealous. Oh, look at me, being jealous. The Yanderes must be rubbing off on me then. Anyway, don't worry, I'll tell you all about her so you don't even need the letter, really. Her name is Audrey. She's actually pretty tame, hardly hurt anyone, that we can prove, anyway. Maybe you should keep a tighter watch on her just in case. A few more cameras to make sure she's only killed as many people as we know, and... listen to me talk. Going on about spy cameras. The girls must be rubbing off on me again. I can't let that happen. There needs to be at least one sane person in this establishment if we're going to keep it running. Now, where was I again? Before the spy cameras. Oh, right, Audrey. She's relatively tame, only a 2 on the Yandere scale. For reference, the existence of girl who is a 10 on the Yandere scale is a national emergency. Don't tell the government we have a few of those in the back, by the way. We wouldn't want them to shut this place down now, would we? Or maybe you do want them to shut this place down. But don't forget that we do have your address now. And a bunch of available Yanderes. Anyway, back to Audrey. She's only a light stalker, wouldn't hurt a fly. Unless that fly was a love rival, in which case she would sadistically pull the legs off of that fly's family members one by one in front of its eyes before Googling which bug spray hurts the most. Flies aren't human though, so it doesn't count as murder. She's still only a 2 on the Yandere scale. But like I was saying about her being a light stalker, well, maybe light isn't the right word here. I mean, yes, stalking is light as far as yanderes go, but she goes all in when it comes to stalking. War paint and everything. She happens to be quite tech-savvy, you see. Now, obviously a skill like that is incredibly handy when you want to stalk somebody. Just ask any intelligence agency. I think she actually hacked a spy satellite. Or 2. For romantic reasons, of course. Don't ask me how hacking a satellite remotely works. I honestly don't know. But to give you an idea of just how good of a stalker she is, she saw you before you even saw the photo of her. This room is full of cameras, actually. That painting on the wall? It's got a camera. The bust on my desk? It's got a camera. My coffee mug? It's got a camera. Everything is a camera. That being said, we don't normally allow girls access to the cameras. That doesn't mean they don't get it, though. Because through means beyond my technological incompetence, Audrey has figured out a way to get access to our cameras. So she was watching you this entire time. Wave at the camera for her, why don't you? Well, just wave anywhere. There's bound to be a camera in that direction. Is it a lot to take in? I'm sure it must be. Can I get you anything to calm you down? Tea, water, coffee, maybe? I promise I won't give you the coffee mug with a camera in it. That would be a bit excessive at this point, even for us. Are you sure you don't want anything to drink? Yeah, well, I can't blame you there. That's a very good call, after all. I mean, who takes a drink from Yandere establishment? There's like a 50% chance of it being drugged. And that's on a good day. Moving on, you must have gotten more than a good enough idea of what Audrey is like, right? Okay. Here's the file of the next girl, Beatrice. Sorry about it being scented with perfume, by the way. She got a hold of it and, did that. She also wrote in a few lines at the bottom of what was supposed to be our description about how she's the best and she's the only one for you and how all the other girls are manipulative and just using you. You know, very standard stuff for a yandere girl to say. Very run-of-the-mill. She's also actually vandalized the files of other girls, but luckily we have multiple backups for this very reason. I still kept Beatrice's file here the same, though. I honestly just like the scent of the perfume. She's an excellent burglar. She is particularly skilled at breaking and entering. I know it might be weird to praise such a nefarious skill, but, I mean, you really got to see the girl work. She actually stole both the Mona Lisa as well as the Declaration of Independence, all just so she can make herself stand out as a potential girlfriend. Well, she certainly made herself stand out to Interpol, at least. I'm not sure how being so good at breaking and entering and theft is supposed to make you appealing as a girlfriend, but my guess is that it's her way of saying, you can't run for me, so just accept me? I don't know. You'll have to ask her. I'm sure you'll get the chance when she's probably kidnaps you. I mean, you're not that hard to steal. You give away your address like it's candy. No, I'm never going to let that go. Okay, next girl, that would be Catherine. Catherine. Where do I begin? First of all, she's a witch, but she's highly specialized, so she's more of an alchemist to be 100% accurate. And I'm sure you must know how yandere alchemists are. Almost all of them get into the field just so they can make the fabled love potion. So, you know, that they can get their chosen romantic partner to be more, well, romantic and love them. But she took it a step further. It's not enough just for her to have a love potion. Oh, no. She has to make sure that she is the only one with a love potion. Because by her logic, if someone else has a love potion, then they can use that on the person that she has already claimed. And yanderes are nothing if not possessive. Especially yandere witches. So the thing is, all love potions have this one very important ingredient in common, and that's a dragon's tongue. No, not the plant. The literal tongue of a dragon. So, I'm sure you can see where this is headed. After securing a sufficient amount of dragon's tongue for her own use, she hunted the dragons to extinction. That way, no one can make a love potion except for her. Yeah, sorry. She's the reason you won't be able to get a dragon girlfriend. It was really quite impressive how she managed to hunt them all down, though. See, she made this acid out of the blood of, well, there's a lot of different things and people. But let's just say she had to hunt way more than just the dragons to achieve her goal. Anyway, she's an 8 on the yandere scale. Now, any questions? What? I'm sorry, my ears must have been playing tricks on me. Did you say, give me the most yandere you've got? You know that the absolute walking nature disaster I just told you about was only an 8 on the Yandere scale. And we've even got 10s in the back. Are you sure you want this? Are you sure you know what you're doing? You do. That's that's amazing. I can't believe you like yanderes this much. I'm starting to see why they would like you. In fact, I think I'm starting to like you a bit more myself. I'd even go so far to say, I want you all to myself. What do you say?